everybody, I'm Elena and today I'm gonna bring to you this look, this kind of smoky look, chocolatey brown, warm tones, eyeshadow look that I'm really digging, that I've been really digging this past winter, but I think it's a good look all year round that you can really make it a little bit more edgier with darkening the eyeliner and the inner rims and whatnot, make it more nighttime friendly. But if you tone down the lips as I did today, and you create a nude line and whatnot, as you can see, it's a really wearable look for an everyday basis that, it's really complimentary. And if you want to see how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I already have applied moisturizer, the foundation, concealer, and now I'm gonna go ahead and move on onto applying the eyeshadow. I already have primed my lids as well. I have to say that I assembled the Z palette just with colors that really appeal to me, and time and again when I see myself, these days trying to get a hold of the new palettes with warm chocolatey tones and whatnot, I try to come here and remember that I have this perfectly fine eyeshadow single pans from Makeup Geek. This one's in here and this one's from in here are from MAC, from way back when. And yeah, these are every single color that I need and whatnot. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into the transition color, which is this Makeup Geek, and this is a blush, I believe. Yeah, it's called Smitten. It's a peachy blush, but I use it as an eyeshadow most of the time. It's a matte peachy blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on the crease with a big dome-shaped brush. Okay, now that we have the transition color in, I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and I'm gonna take Cocoa Bear, which is this warm chocolatey brown from Makeup Geek. You have to kick up the dust, the excess powder, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's really rich and pigmented, so. And yeah, can you see this? And I'm gonna apply it all over my mobile lid. And as you can see, I created a little bit of a dome shape, following my eyeball, if you will. And yeah, because it goes a little bit up my crease would be here, it goes a little bit upper than that. And yeah, I'm touching my eyeball, I'm following with this, and now I'm gonna smudge it. Make it soft, the edges and whatnot. Just so it is a little bit more seamless. And when you are trying to find your eyeball and whatnot, I always recommend that, for instance, right now I'm looking at the mirror. If you tilt your head back a little bit, it's easier to find, the area where the brow bone and your eye socket is. So it's good to tilt your head back a little bit. Now it's always a bonus, applying makeup on camera because I'm so far away from the mirror, whereas on a daily basis I'm just looking at myself just like that. So, excuse my chipped nails, I have to redo them today. Next up, I will take this blending brush and I will take Latte from Makeup Geek as well. And I'm gonna, whoops, I just dropped the brush. I'm gonna dip it in and I will apply it on the outer V, bringing it to the crease and blend, 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 blend. And as you can see, I didn't go all the way in, I just went 2/3 in. And yeah, don't worry about the excess blending out there, because as you know, I always clean it on the last part of the applying of the eyeshadow process and whatnot. So okay, now I'll take this detail shader brush and I will use this instead of a smudger or liner brush because it's fluffier. And I'm gonna dip in Latte again and go connect the upper and lower lash line again, 2/3 in, not all the way in, just to connect and create the shadow, this softer effect, the smokier, softer effect. I don't know what I'm saying. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and take another, whichever brush you want, just as long as it is a fluffier brush and whatever. And I'm gonna take Vanilla from MAC, any nudie vanilla shade will do the job. This broke, but I just, you know, I just put it again on the pan, you know, with rubbing alcohol and whatnot, because it wasn't gonna go ahead. It was I wasn't going to throw it away, you know, and I'm just gonna clean the outer edge, you know. Boom. Can you see the difference? And now we're gonna clean on the brow bone area. Some people apply eyeshadow first, some people apply tape or whatnot. I like it better, you know, just to color correct a little bit with a nude shade and you're done. Oops, now I moved the mirror. So eyeshadow is in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead, and since it's gonna be daytime in here, it is daytime in here, I'm just gonna apply some nude eyeliner on my waterline area. If it was night out, you know, or whatever, I would be applying a black liner, you know, and I would apply it all over the inner rims, upper and lower. But today I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Essence waterproof Easy Glide liner in Silky Nude. It's really affordable and it's every bit as good as the Rimmel one, on whichever one higher end that you might want to have. And next up, I'm gonna take a felt tip liner, because today is a no-brainer kind of day, and I'm gonna apply Trooper from Kat Von D. You know, I am testing this Physicians formula that you're gonna see soon on my channel, but I still don't feel confident, you know, using this pencil, this brush tip and whatnot. It's sharper, and today I want a bolder, thicker look, so today I'm gonna go ahead and use the felt tip one. I just happen to have the Kat Von D one. And yeah, let's shake it, and I apply a couple of wings on my eyelids, and I will be back. See, eyeliner is applied. The reason why I didn't apply it on camera is because it's really difficult for me, you know, to see what I'm doing from so far away from the mirror, so I just get closer, you know, into the mirror, but it wouldn't be a good angle, you know, me being like that on camera and whatnot. So next up, and before I forget, I'm gonna fill in my brows with this L'Oreal Brow Artist Designer pencil brow filler. Whatever, I forgot the name of this, in the color 302 light brunette, and I really like this, you know, for a lighter look, you know, when you don't want to go all heavy and all in, just fill in the spaces and whatnot. I prefer pencils to shadows or to gel creamy formulas, which I also like, but this comes off as a more wearable, natural look, at least for me, you know. So I'm seeing the foundation working with my moisturizer, and it's really reflecting the light. It's creating a really dewy look, and this is a mattifying foundation, but either way I prefer dewy. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of Essence Make Me Brow in the color, if I can find it, Blondie Brows #1, and yeah, just to set them in place and whatnot. Oh, and let's address the space bun situation before we move on. Lately, my hair, you know, I ran out of Olaplex, and I am short on cash a little bit. I have to save up a little bit so I can go ahead and make an Olaplex order again, since in here they don't, you know, they charge you a lot at the salon, and I do the treatment at home. So long story short, my hair, today I washed my hair last night, and today, even though I applied serum and moisturizer and hair mask and whatnot, since it's bleached, you know, with the highlights and whatnot, it was feeling dry, you know, like really dry. So I decided that, you know, this is something that I've been doing lately. I soak it up with coconut oil, and that day I style it with braids or a bun, or today a couple space buns, something that, you know, I'm gonna keep my hair away from my face, you know, because if you applied, do not commit that mistake, and I'm saying that because of that. So one fine day, you know, I applied coconut oil, you know, after the shower as a leave-in conditioner. And the day went by, and everyone was looking at me like, what? And I was feeling my hair, you know, and it was really silky soft on the ends, but on the roots it looked dirty, as in greasy, you know. So I looked myself at the mirror and it sure didn't look like I had just washed my hair. It looked like I hadn't been washing my hair at all. So I decided that I wasn't gonna do that ever again. So when you wanna apply, you know, a heavy coat of oils on your hair and whatnot, for instance coconut oil, which is really beneficial in moisturizing and whatnot, I highly recommend that you create some kind of updo kind of situation, just so it all stays in place and it doesn't look dirty or anything and you don't get judged, and in the meantime your hair is getting the treatment and you can go on with your day and whatnot. Next up, I'm going to apply mascara. This would be the CoverGirl Supersizer. Here is the Max Factor Masterpiece Transform. And my tip to you guys, you know, I apply one coat on the lower lashes and a couple coats on the upper lashes. I tend to mix a couple mascaras, but today I'm just gonna go solo with this. But my tip to you guys, if you want really dramatic lashes, is that first you apply a layer of mascara on the upper part, you know, of the upper lashes, and once you have applied mascara on the ends, the roots of the upper lashes, then you comb them up, you know, with the brush and apply it on the lower part of the upper lashes, if you know what I'm saying, and it creates this extra volumizing thing. Then it almost gears into false lashes. So I think it's a quick and easy trick that if you didn't know already, it really comes in handy and it really creates drama and whatnot if this is what you're looking for, because I am not a big fan of fake eyelashes, but I really like dramatic lashes, so it works for me. If it works for you, then take the sip, please. So I'm gonna shut up and apply the mascara and I'll be back. Okay, mascara is in. I'm gonna just go ahead and use my sorry, the camera's focusing all the time with my little lamp down there. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Body Shop Honey Bronzer in the color number 1, which is my winter color. And I'm just gonna draw a 3 figure on my face, nothing fancy today. Next up, with this stippling brush, I'm gonna take Lights of Orient from Essence, which is this creamy stick formula, champagne-y, lots of adjectives in here, kind of highlighter, and I'm just gonna dip my stippling brush in here. And first I'm gonna apply it, you know, on the temples, bring it back, bring it down on the cheekbone area, and once it's applied, I'm gonna lightly blend it in, and do not rub too hard. This is why when applying creamy products I try to use a dual fiber kind of brush situation, because then you're gonna remove the foundation from the place and you don't want to be that happening to your face, you know, after all the effort. Not worth it. Now I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blush brush and I will use if I can open this Milani Luminoso, and I will apply this peachy blush on my apple of the cheeks and bring it up a little bit, not all the way up, just a little bit. I'm really digging this blush brush. I'm so glad I got it, you know, because it's really soft. It's not as harsh as the other one that I used to have. So when you want to apply a soft touch of blush, this is a really good brush. Real Techniques. Okay, now I'm gonna take a face powder brush and I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever HD loose powder, and I'm gonna buff all the products together. So I'm just gonna swirl on the container, tap off the excess, and now I cannot live without buffing, you know. I really love this technique. It all makes a seamless finish. As you can see, you cannot tell the harshness of when you don't buff. Even if you don't want to apply a powder at the end, I highly recommend that you grab a clean brush and buff a little bit. But this is gonna set it all in place. It's not gonna be over mattifying, and I love this powder. I think it's really underrated. Everybody and their mama are talking about the Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder. I would highly recommend getting the RCMA loose powder, because this HD one, it when you apply flash photography and whatnot, it really can reflect light. So if you applied a light veil just as I did all over the face, there's no big issue. But for instance, if I applied for the concealer and whatnot, I find that with some concealers it darkens the color of the concealer, so beware of that. But other than that, you know, just to buff, apply it all over the face as a finishing touch and whatnot. I think it's really beautiful. As you can see, here's a closer look. It really gives this flawless look into your skin that I really like, that I really enjoy. And without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the last step, which is gonna be a couple last steps, which are gonna be applying the lip liner and the lipstick. And today I'm gonna go ahead and use my fancy schmancy Urban Decay 24/7 in Naked, and this is a good solid lip liner. And I'm sorry to say, because I use on the daily Essence the lip liners, but this is so this is long wearing. This is long wearing, you guys. I don't know if it's worth the price. I wish it was, you know, €1.80 instead of 18 euros, but it's a good solid product, you guys. It's a good solid product. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. Now, to create a tiny bit of dimension, I'm gonna go ahead and apply matte velvet teddy on the outer corners and whatnot. Now you could go ahead and use either these colors or similar colors all over the lids and whatnot, but I really want this gradient, subtle gradient kind of thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use Urban Decay, the Vice lipstick in Insanity, and I'm just gonna apply it on the center of the lips. And that's it. Here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure to give it a good old thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the link, subscribe button down below. It really helps me a lot, and it helps you to keep to stay updated with this channel. And leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.